Guys, it's going down this weekend at UFC 294 with Makhachev stepping into a rematch with Volkanovski. My partners at DraftKings are offering an incredible offer for all new customers who sign up using the promo code Sonnen. New customers who bet just $5 on any of this weekend's fights will receive $200 in bonus bets instantly. You can even use your bonus bets on DraftKings same fight parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Combine multiple bets together from the same fight, including number of rounds or method of victory. Remember, DraftKings is the only place where you can bet same fight parlays. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy. So click on the link below and download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. My official prediction, Kamaru Usman versus Khamzat Chimaev. Taking Chimaev. There is something to be said for momentum. Look, there's two storylines going into this fight, and neither one of them is accurate. One of the storylines is about these two great fighters on a roll that are colliding. They were supposed to collide. They were on a potential to collide at 170 pounds, which I do find very interesting because my very partners, DraftKings, put out hypothetical odds when it was just rumored, when it was just wished upon by the fans that Chimaev would draw in to Usman. I mean, that narrative was so red hot, Usman was having to answer for it. Chimaev was getting airtime about it, and Dana White finally had to address it where he said, no, he's not ready. I'm not putting this kid who's done 4 fights for me, splitting time between 2 weight classes. I'm not putting him with the pound-for-pound #1 guy in the world. Stop with that. If he's still undefeated 4 fights from now, sure, we'll have this talk. But when my partners, DraftKings, posted this hypothetical line, they had Usman as a 2.5 to 1 favorite. Now, right now, they have Chimaev. At one point today, at 10 a.m. today, Chimaev had moved to just under a 4 to 1 favorite. He currently sits just under 3 to 1. What changed? I'm asking the question, what changed? Usman got old overnight? And please don't tell me the weight class has changed. 8 hours ago, they weighed the exact same thing. So please don't tell me that. What changed? Why was Usman a 2.5 to 1 favorite, and at one point today, he's a 4.5 to 1 underdog? I'd like to know what's different. Chimaev has 2 massive weapons, okay? Everybody he's fought so far, he's had an ability to weaponize pace. He's been able to go harder than the opponent. Kamaru Usman has never even been hired for a job this easy. Not in 6 years. 5 years, 10 months, and 9 days, I believe, when I looked it up exactly. That is the last time Kamaru Usman even signed on for something that wasn't a main event, that wasn't a 5-round fight. So in that theory, it's very light work. Number 2 on Chimaev. For everybody he's fought so far, he's been able to dictate at any time he would like where the match takes place. There's only 2 realms. This is standing up or sit on the ground. And that decision's always been up to Chimaev, but Chimaev's never taken on a national champion wrestler. Now, Chimaev's younger and Chimaev's on a little bit of a roll. And that's one thing that I will bring you, and that narrative's not out there. This isn't just about 2 top guys that were supposed to fight at 70. It's not necessarily about that. Usman's coming off 2 losses. Now, they were to the same guy, and if you watch those fights, a little bit more to it. He still looked pretty good, didn't he? But he's coming off 2 losses. Chimaev's coming off 9 wins. I believe he's had 9 fights. He could be at 10 or 11 fights, right? I could be losing track. However many fights he's had is how many wins he's coming off. There's just something to be said for that. History favors a younger guy. History likes momentum. But Kamaru Usman likes this match. This isn't just a late-minute fight. You're remembering it wrong, guys. This was Kamaru's idea. Kamaru didn't agree to this to do a favor. Kamaru begged for this, and he lobbied, and he positioned himself for it. I would also like to leave you with one final thought, because it's a combination of these 2 fights, okay? The hardest guy to face is not a guy bigger than you. Size is not an advantage. It is a disadvantage. Now, I'm aware there's a tipping point. I'm aware there's a reason we weigh him in, and it does matter. It's a size disadvantage. I can show you examples of double champions, but they were guys that won it here and then moved up. You could show me examples of guys that were a champion here, and when they moved down, they did not achieve. The hardest guy to face is one weight class below you. So that favors Volkanovski. And the reason I'm tying these together, that favors Volkanovski, but 185 pounds is the proof. You have a number one contenders match comprised of two welterweights. The winner will draw into the current middleweight champion, who is a welterweight. There's no question. Size is a disadvantage. You want to be a little smaller, makes you a little faster, lets you hold up a little bit longer.